I'm back with another little pep talk for you. This is our weekly pep talk where I tell you a story, share a tip, just get you to see things differently so that you can go into the week ahead feeling confident, feeling powerful, feeling absolutely unstoppable when it comes to you hitting your goals. So, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. It happened last week. I was on stage at an event. I was up on the stage holding the mic delivering a talk to about 80 women in the room. And I said, give me a show of hands, ladies. How many of you would claim to be an expert? Put your hand up if you believe that you are an expert. Less than a third of the room put their hand up. When I then rephrased the question and said, now I want to see a show of hands if you know that you're good at something. And then loads more women put their hand up. Now, what is that all about? Somehow the word expert scares the life out of you. You do not want to claim expertise. Maybe you think that being an expert means that you should be on TV being interviewed by a celebrity. Maybe you think being an expert means you need to have written 12 books about the topic. It really doesn't. I know that you are an expert at what you do because if you weren't, you wouldn't have started a business selling your knowledge. You wouldn't have started a business that claims to help your ideal client. And so if you want to attract more leads, more inquiries, more DMs, more call bookings, make more sales, you're going to have to get comfortable with owning the title of expert. Okay. So I've called this little pep talk the swap. I want you to make a swap. I've called it the swap that will make you thousands because this swap will make you thousands. I want you to swap the doubt and indecision that you feel about what you do, about your expertise, about how you show up and help. I want you to swap the doubt and indecision for bold authority. I want you to swap the fact that you're second guessing what you do and whether or not you should charge for it and whether or not it should be the higher price. I want you to swap all those doubts and indecision, all that confusion. I want you to swap it for clarity. I want you to swap it for authority. I want you to swap it for confidence. The confidence that I know is inside you. I know it's in there because if it wasn't in there, you wouldn't have started a business in the first place. So I want you to cast your mind back to the day that you decided that you were going to start your business. You did it for impact. You did it to help people. And yes, you did it to put food on the table, money in the bank, mortgage to get paid. Of course, you did it for that as well. But you did it because you care about helping other people. If you're a coach, if you're a mentor, a consultant, a trainer, a beauty therapist, a hypnosis person, a hypnotherapist, if you were any of those things, yeah, there's loads of people that I know listen to this show. Yeah, like brand designers. I know we've got lots of brand and web strategists that listen to this. Whatever it is that you do, however you package your knowledge, I know that there is an expert inside. And I also know that when that expert comes out, when you show up as that expert powerfully, unapologetically online, that's when your audience feel more safe, more certain, more ready to hire you. So I want you to swap the doubt and indecision for clarity, for confidence. And when you do that, when you swap that doubt and indecision for you showing up powerfully with authority as that credible expert, more people will come and hire you. Your DMs will fill up with people asking to pick your brains, asking you questions, asking how they can work with you. Okay? Now, if that feels like a big stretch from where you are right now, then it might be that you're lacking clarity in your offer. Maybe you're feeling like your price is not, you're not worthy of commanding that price tag. Maybe you know deep down that the way that you're positioned is not fully aligned. Maybe you know that your messaging is not landing. Maybe your hooks are a bit diluted, a bit weak, a bit fluffy. Maybe the way that you write your captions is just not generating inquiries and interest from your community. Yeah, you don't want to be creating content for likes. Yeah, likes don't pay the bills. You want to be creating content for the conversion. And what needs to happen in between content and conversion is conversation. And so if your content isn't drawing in that conversation, then something has to change. And my invitation to you this week is to grab yourself a spot at my next live workshop. It's happening over a 2-day period. So I'm doing day 1 is all about giving you clarity on your income, on your business model, on your offer. And day 2 is about giving you clarity on the way that you sell, on the way that you message. And so if, as I'm talking to you right now, you're thinking, well, it's really hard for me to show up as a credible expert because I don't fully believe in my offer. I don't fully get behind my messaging. It spits out a chat GPT and I just copy and paste it into Instagram. And so it's no wonder that it is not activating your audience to come and buy from you. I want to show you exactly how to build your offer, exactly how to title it, how to message it, how to talk about the pain points, the desire points, how to refer to the identity and the transformation that your offer creates so that your audience cannot wait to work with you. I want to show you how to piece it all together in a way that generates those inquiries, those DMs, so that you get to convert your clients in the DMs with ease. You don't have to push, you don't have to persuade. I want to show you exactly what the difference is between messaging that sells and messaging that just turns into yesterday's chip paper. That's one thing I always say in my community is Instagram posts are like chip paper. They literally live for about 48 hours and after that, they're gone. And so if you are not activating your audience within 48 hours, the algorithm is going to move on to someone else. So that content has got to cut through the noise, which means you've got to be clear. The messaging has got to really hit home for your dream buyer. And this is everything that I'm going to be covering inside Clarity, Clients, and Cash. It's a bit of a mouthful saying that, I have to say, but Clarity, Clients, and Cash is happening on the 24th and 25th of February. I would absolutely love you to grab yourself a ticket. The spaces are limited because I want to be able to give you personal support. So there'll be time for you to ask me questions, get my thoughts and opinions on your offer, on your price, on your messaging, and on your sales plan, okay? So it gives us 2 days together with workshops on both days. You will get lifetime access to the replays. So if you were to miss some because you have an important meeting or whatever, that's okay. That's not a problem. You will get access to the replay. But you don't need me to tell you that the most powerful results will come from the ladies that show up live, okay? So if you're going to register for it, please do try and get there live because that way I can be the most certain I can about the support that I give you, okay? So the simple swap this week is to swap your doubt and indecision for clarity, okay? Swap that doubt and indecision for clarity about your expertise, clarity about how credible you are, about what a genius you are, and about the way that you have monetized your genius and put a price tag on it that you deserve to be paid, okay? Swap the doubt and indecision for confidence, for clarity, for authority. Get yourself registered for that 2-day workshop, and I cannot wait to see you there.